After the Gods, a political techno-dystopian thriller. At 4 a.m. in Washington, D.C., an emergency alert rang through the Defense Intelligence Agency. A senior analyst, hands trembling, opened a sealed folder marked Project Oblivion Online. Inside was only a single line. Elon Musk is not building nations. He's building empires, without borders, without accountability. They used to say Elon Musk was a man on Earth, but in space, he had become a god. His project Starlink Dominion was not just an internet service. It was a global neural net capable of overriding entire national infrastructures, military protocols, and intelligence firewalls. It was a new kind of kingdom, invisible, orbital, and absolute. And its sole monarch was Elon. In Moscow, Vladimir Putin met in a dim-lit room with aging KGB strategists. Calmly, he said, "Trump was a storm, but Musk is the silence that follows it. And silence is where true danger hides." Russia was no longer just observing, it was redrawing its strategy. The great geopolitical chessboard was being flipped, and the new game belonged to Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, and J.D. Vance. In a secret hangar in the Nevada desert, Elon, Thiel, and Vance gathered around a holographic map of the United States. Peter Thiel placed colored markers. Red, states loyal to Trump. Blue, potential resistance. Black, areas fully captured by Starlink Dominion. Thiel whispered, "Forget elections. We'll geofence dissent. We'll throttle rebellion. Let them scream into silence." Meanwhile, online, the youth rallied under a banner called Zeta, a movement for free speech, AI ethics, and digital resistance. But every viral video, every trending meme, every revolutionary thread was carefully seeded and shaped by algorithms inside Elon's system. The youth believed they were awakened, but in truth, they were acting out a rebellion pre-scripted by the machine. Then came the day that shattered everything. Breaking news on CNN. President Trump missing for over 36 hours. Vice President Vance assumes emergency powers. Washington spiraled into chaos. Democrats called for emergency hearings, but nationwide, the internet had gone dark. Starlink Dominion had overridden federal communications. The New York Times building was struck by a silent drone that laser-etched a message onto its facade. "Welcome to the new order. Resistance is now offline." On X, formerly Twitter, Elon Musk posted only one line. "You can elect presidents, but I deploy realities." It became the most viewed post in human history within 7 minutes, 8 billion views. Soon after, the CIA decrypted communication logs revealing the unholy alliance. Elon Musk and Peter Thiel had architected backdoor channels between Trump and Putin. But Trump was merely a placeholder. When his script ended, J.D. Vance emerged, not to lead a country, but to administer a transition into a post-democratic architecture. Vance didn't shout like Trump. He didn't tweet, rage, or dramatize. His voice was calm, his stare surgical. He once said, "Trump ignited the fire, but I'll carry it to its destination." Behind him stood Peter Thiel, the billionaire who famously called democracy an inefficient business model. Thiel had once said, "Public opinion is a bug, not a feature. The real art of power is making people forget it was ever theirs." And that's exactly what happened. State by state, digital censorship zones activated. Deepfake courts replaced real judges. AI-driven news cycles created fabricated scandals to eliminate adversaries before they even entered politics. This wasn't a regime change. This was a system change. Then came the final seal. Above the White House, a new flag was raised, not of any nation, not of any ideology. A plain gray star, the emblem of Starlink Dominion. Below it, a single inscription read, "We pledge allegiance, not to people, but to protocols." To the average citizen, it all seemed like just another conspiracy theory. But those watching closely knew. This was no longer a Game of Thrones. This was a software jihad. And we were nothing but data points on its battlefield.